Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson, to settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows? Giddy up! Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you, Miss
Come
McFarland.
on, boy. Easy now. All right, let's see if you can herd cows as well as you can charm humanity.
Whoa!
Nice job, Mr. Marston. That's it.
hard, is
I
it?
see.
Look at the cowboy.
This way! We need to take them out to the pasture!
Whoa there. Come on. Whoa there. Slow up. Come on, easy up now.
Keep going, Mr. Marston.
Good! Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing.
Slow it up now. Slow down.
Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together. You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Come on.
Well, hello, Mr. Marston. How are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Did you meet my father? John Marston, this is my father, Drew McFarland.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Marston. Please. So, my daughter informs me that you're here on some secret mission to remove some undesirables from the county.
Something like that. I'm grateful for the hospitality, sir.
Well, you know, we've lived here for 30 years now. Came here from the east. The land had never been settled. For 10 years, we fought the Indians. Tough men. And we had outlaws, and we had drought, and we had smallpox, terrible winters, cholera. I buried more of my children than I raised.
Sorry to hear that, sir.
I've seen strong men wither and die under that unforgiving sun. That whole herds of cattle take sick and die. But I've never once doubted my life here.
No, sir.
When I hear about this so-called federal government sending out agents to covertly murder and control people, then I start to worry. I mean, yeah, all right, Williamson is a menace, and men like him are the plague. But isn't a government agent a worse menace? And all that symbolizes, I mean.
You may be right, sir.
Well, you're a brave man. You're always gonna be welcome here. But you tell your friends out east that we don't want to live like that out here. Sneaking around and spying and secret missions. Huh? It's preposterous.
Trust me, sir. I agree with you.
Good. Good. Well, we won't insult you any further. Come on, Bonnie, we got things to do.
Mr. Marston, do you want to join us? It's Daddy's favorite pastime. Apart from political discourse, that is.
What is?
Breaking in horses. Come on. I hear you're a pretty decent rider. For a city dweller, that is.
You're gonna need this, Mr. Marston. Right, now you got some rope on your belt. Let's see if we can't wrangle some horses.
Don't want none of this bad.
Got you!
Whoa there!
Come on! You sure have some interesting theories on what the government's doing, sir.
They ain't theories, Mr. Marston. I saw the telegram Marshall got from Blackwater. It ain't exactly a state secret who sent you.
Well, is he wrong? I saw those men from the train.
The government can go to hell if you ask me. Those sons of bitches would steal a coin off a dead man's eyes.
Mr. Marston!
He's right. Now, I don't know much about politics,
Please, Paul, can we just enjoy
but I
the
know
ride?
we're only as free as they say we are. Power's like a drink. The more you have, the more you want. And there's few men who can handle it.
There's certain things in this country a woman could do much better if you ask me.
I ain't gonna argue with that, Miss McFarland.
There they are! Beauties! Come on, Mr. Marston!
Come on, let's rope one.
Easy now.
Pull that damn rope, Marston. That's it. Keep a hold of it now. That's
Whoa.
it. Now hold on to it.
Try not to spook him too much.
You're mine now.
Come on,
I'm in
then,
trouble
cowboy.
here.
That's it. Don't give up.
Take it slow now.
Hold me down.
You're doing fine.
Come on, let's go.
That's it.
You'll have this
Let's
in
see
no
it, boy.
time.
Show me what you
Hold
got,
down
boy.
You
now.
got it, Mr. Marston.
I got you now. Whoa.
Look at that. We'll make a cowboy out of you yet. Let me take it from here. You get back on your own horse. I think that's enough activity for an old-timer like me. I'll take this one back to the ranch. See you later.
Come on, Mr. Marston. Let's rope another one. We haven't got all day. What are you waiting for?
Come on.
Come on, rope one of them. You got one. Hold on to him. You got this.
Easy. Almost got you.
Hold there.
Steady. Come on. Come on. Nearly got you. Whoa there.
Look at that. You're a natural. Nice work. I think that'll do it for today. Let's get back to the ranch.
Go. I like your father.
I'm glad. He's quite a character.
You have a good life here. The life I want. For me and my family, I mean.
We don't have a lot anymore.
You have enough. It's one that gets so many folks in trouble.
It'll sap your spirit and make you poor, but it's straight and it's decent.
There's no better night's sleep than after an honest day's work.
It's no wonder you look so tired then.
Some deck must be shy of Joker, Miss McFarland.
Who'd thought you'd be such a natural in busting Broncos?
That was fun.
I think you could be a fine rancher one day, if you can bear to stop killing people for a living.
Sure.
Giddy up! Well done, Mr. Marston. These are fine horses.
Hey, Bonnie. Amos was saying some horses been spotted somewhere outside of Armadillo.
Let's go, Mr. Marston. We can really do with those horses. No rest for the wicked. Let's see if we can track down that other herd of horses.
You never did tell me why you were never married. Aside from the snobbery, that is.
You sure ask a lot.
I'm just surprised, that's all. You must have been quite a catch.
The fact that you're talking in the past says it all.
No, that's not what I mean. You must have had some suitors, that's all I'm saying.
Some, I suppose. Here and there. A ranch in the middle of Hennigan's Stead ain't really the place to find a husband. Amos, he's a little, well, you know, countrified.
Where'd you get your airs and graces, Miss McFarland?
From a couple of cheap governesses Paul hired to save us from being savages. I'd like to talk about more than just cattle and chickens sometimes, that's all. And after my brother left, it was up to me to become the man of the ranch. He'd never admit it, but my paw's a lot frailer than he looks.
You're worth two of any man I know, miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment.
In many ways, my wife is kind of like you, Miss McFarland.
Is that so?
She's always been a woman in a man's world.
You don't talk about her very much. Looks like the ranch hand's up ahead.
Slow up. Yeah.
Let's drive them up the canyon where it narrows. We'll trap them there.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. I don't want you to get hurt.
animals they are. Hey, the stallion's getting away! Chase him down and bring him back! Get after him!
Come on! Let's go! Come on! I got you. I got you now. Here we go. Whoa. Relax now. Almost got you. Oh, this ain't good. Easy. Come on. Come on, nearly got it. Go. Come on, easy up now.
Thanks for your help today, Mr. Marston. We got some fine horses. You know, why don't you keep that stallion as your own, as a thank you from all of us?
Thank you, ma'am. He's a fine animal.
Come. Lie still. Let's go. Slow it up now. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa there. Yeah. Whoa there. What have we got here? Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Howdy. How do you do, sir? I tell you, I've been killing outlaws like I've been swatting
Come on.
flies. Really?
Come on.
How good are you with iron? I bet you can't beat Ira Shelton in shooting. I'll bet you money.
Come on, then. Show me what you got. Not such a hot shot after all, are you?
Ain't that something? All right, here's your winnings.
Come on. Go. Easy. Hey.
Always late, that man.
Whoa, whoa.
Please, spare me. I have nothing to give you but forgiveness.
Yeah. Easy.
Well, hello there.
Sir.
They say I'm fascinating. I wasn't gonna stand by and let them terrorize this town.
I ain't seen no
What have we got here?
Hello to you.
You is looking good. That's all of it, sir. Best be going.
You're welcome here anytime. You ever wonder how great it must have been for you before the railroad and all?
You rotten son of a bitch! Help!
That's no way to treat a woman.
Not all men are bad. I won't forget what you did here.
Don't mention it. Can I borrow this friend? Come on. Go! Move in, Bar! I'm taking you in! That worked. Come on! Come on! Come on! Now try not to fall off. Come on. Not bad.
Give me a jump.
Easy. I'm getting good at this.
I'd be extremely grateful for some compassion.
Come on. Slow up.
Found that no good piece of dirt. Thank you. I'm gonna take a day off next week.
I see.
Hey there.
If my daddy had hurried up and died earlier, I might have been able to
How you doing?
I got a nose for all food, man.
Getting the truth now.
731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of theys.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I'd just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go. You ride with us again, Marston?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. But what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
Not for now. Eyes open, boys. Ooh. All right, leave the horses here and follow me. Let's go. Stay alert, boys. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
Damn! Those bastards were waiting for us. You boys take the left fork. I'm going this way. Marston, you can tag along with me or join the deputies. Hellfire!
Hurry up! Stay with us!
Me and you again, Marston. Let's hope this goes as well as last time. My God. Look out! There's two behind that rock. Looks like we got them. Let's move on. Stick with me. Damn you! Look, the deputies are making progress.
Guys, shoot me now or this is over!
Let's clear out Pike
Watch yourself. Looks like they have some backup. There's one of them. I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air. Surrender, or I'll kill you all. That bastard won't be rustling no more.
This would be a fair fight if you could shoot straight!
Surrender, or I'll kill you all. There, bastard. Hellfire. I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air. Good shooting, Marston. Looks like there's some ammunition lying about if you need it. I'll meet you up on the ridge. Come on! Full foot, Marston! Keep your eyes open. I saw a couple of snipers across the way. Look out! There are them snipers! Christ alive! Won't be rustling no more. Oh my good God! Come on! Give them hell! Come on, let's get to the rest of the boys.
It's you or me, friend!
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's get as close as we can before opening fire.
Get no faster! Careful!
Nice shot!
Why don't you go get some friends? Even this up a bit!
Stay close!
This is getting intense!
Get those thieving bastards!
I think you.
Are you kidding me?
There's one more for the vultures.
Go home, buddy!
Looks like the bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages freed.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Come on, let's go! Get him in there! Come on!
Amos!
Hey, miss. I got most of the horses secure and the chickens.
Well, thank you, Amos, but it's the herd I'm worried about.
I know, they're scattered all over the valley and beyond. The weather is coming in real fast.
So what do you suggest, Amos? We leave the herd out there to be scattered by the storm and ourselves left here to die without a livelihood?
Can I help?
No, miss. If the men get caught out in that storm, they're gonna die.
And if we lose our herd, we'll all die, you stupid man.
Doesn't sound like we're left with much of a choice then. Come on, Amos. Round up your men. Let's get the herd.
Dang.
Let's go. We don't have much time.
Come.
That sky don't look good. I'm starting to think somebody up there's conspiring against me. Are you a religious man?
Not in any real sense. Sometimes I tell myself things happen for a reason. Like what brought me here was fate come a-calling. But nobody made my path for me.
We all need to look for answers somewhere. Some in big old books, others in big old bottles of whiskey.
Believing in some kind of divine purpose ain't gonna give me my wife and kid back. Past is who we are, Miss McFarland. There ain't no changing that. Faith is a luxury I can't afford.
We have two herds out grazing in different pastures. We'll need to merge them and bring them all back.
I think we can handle that.
The cows get real ornery in bad weather. It's more work, but I'll show you how to deal with them. I'm gonna save my voice for the herd. It's gonna be hard shouting over this storm. Whoa there!
Come on, easy up now. Hey.
Drive them over to the pasture by the old oak tree. We'll merge them with the other herd there. Hurry! You gotta move that herd! I haven't seen a storm like this for a while. We need to be quick.
Come on. Whoa there.
Good work. What are you waiting for?
Let's go.
save the herd back there. You might make a decent rancher one day.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
Sorry.
Come on.
Follow Charlie. He's a good one to sniff out trouble. Stay close to Charlie. Hola. I hear tell.
Come on. Slow it up now.
Blackwater, there are wagons at Jesus said she was married to you, my ass.
What was that, boy?
Howdy.
I heard you used to be a duke in England.
Get away from there, you damn pervert! America! Land of the free!
Beijing! Get out of here!
Be quiet!
Get this hemp off of me. It's making me nervous.